Welcome to the most exciting coin discovery of your life. Today, we're diving into the mysterious and ultra-rare bicentennial coins, an ordinary-looking coin with the power to make you a millionaire overnight. If you've got this hidden gem in your pocket, your entire future could change in an instant. Let's unlock the secrets behind this legendary piece of treasure, the legendary 1965 Washington quarter, a coin that could make you a billionaire. Overnight, first up, in the vast and thrilling world of numismatics, one coin stands out like a diamond among pebbles, the 1965 Washington quarter. To the untrained eye, it might look like just another pocket change coin, worn with time and easily dismissed. But what if I told you that a single rare variation of this coin has the power to completely rewrite your destiny? Yes, it's true. The right 1965 quarter could be worth millions, even tens of millions, and is whispered about in collector circles as the billionaire's quarter. If you're lucky enough to own this elusive treasure, you might just be sitting on unimaginable wealth. To understand the value of the 1965 quarter, you need to know what made it different. That year marked a monumental shift in American coinage. The U.S. Mint transitioned from silver to a copper-nickel-clad composition due to rising silver prices. But here's where the legend begins. A few quarters were mistakenly struck on the old 90% silver planchets used in 1964. These rare error coins, created in the confusion of the changeover, are the stuff of dreams for collectors. If you hold such a coin in your hand, you are literally holding a once-in-a-generation miracle, a phantom from the mint that defies time and logic. What makes the silver 1965 quarter so unique isn't just the metal, it's the rarity. These were not intended to exist. The mint was under strict orders to eliminate all silver planchets for quarters by 1965. And yet, somehow, a tiny handful escaped. It's believed only a few were ever produced, making this coin astronomically rare. So rare, in fact, that even seasoned experts have gone decades without encountering one. These coins have sold at secretive auctions and private sales for sums that would make Wall Street tremble. Now imagine this. You're rummaging through an old coin jar, or inheriting a small collection from a relative. And there it is. A 1965 quarter that doesn't look like the others. Heavier, shinier, and distinctly silver. If verified, you're not just lucky. You're the next overnight sensation in the world of ultra-wealthy collectors. This isn't just a coin. It's a life-altering artifact. It's a doorway to luxury, power, and generational wealth that could rival Silicon Valley startup dreams. The thrill around this quarter isn't just fueled by hype. It has a history of shockingly high valuations. One verified silver 1965 quarter has fetched over $35,000, and that's just the beginning. Experts believe a pristine specimen could command a price well into the millions. Imagine the kind of buzz a perfect, untouched, certified silver 1965 quarter would create if it surfaced at a major auction today. The price would skyrocket. It wouldn't be a sale. It would be a cultural event. News outlets would report on it. Collectors would bid like mad, and the owner would become an instant icon in numismatic history. What gives this coin such godlike status isn't just scarcity. It's the combination of historical timing, minting, error, and the mystery surrounding how they slipped through the cracks. Coins like these are numismatic unicorns. They remind us that hidden value exists all around us, waiting to be discovered. That little 1965 quarter in your hand might not just be rare. It might be the rarest, most valuable quarter in the world. And that kind of value doesn't just come with a dollar sign. It comes with fame, prestige, and a place in history. So here's the warning. Do not spend your 1965 quarter without knowing its true worth. Never let it go for face value. Before you use it to buy a coffee or toss it into a coin sorter, take a moment to wonder. Check its weight, check its edge. Silver quarters don't have the copper-colored stripe. And check with a trusted professional. You could be seconds away from discovering a coin worth millions. And if that's the case, your life will never be the same. This isn't a fairy tale. It's a true possibility. That small, unassuming coin could be your golden ticket. In a world where fortunes are made in Silicon Valley or Hollywood, imagine making yours from something found in your sock drawer. The 1965 silver quarter is more than just money. It's legend, legacy. Second, In the world of rare American coins, few pieces stir the soul and electrify the imagination like the 1966 Washington quarter. At first glance, it may appear ordinary, dull, scratched, forgotten in a drawer or tossed into a change jar. But behind that worn face could lie a secret of staggering value. Yes, there exists an ultra-rare variety of the 1966 quarter that has the power to transform a regular person into a millionaire, even a billionaire, overnight. If you're fortunate enough to have this coin in your possession, you might just be holding an instrument of fortune beyond your wildest dreams. The story begins in a time of transition. In 1965, the United States Mint stopped using 90% silver in quarters, shifting to a copper-nickel-clad composition. But in 1966, the transition was still fresh, and mistakes at the mint were not uncommon. In the chaos of change, a few rogue coins were struck on leftover silver planchets that were never supposed to be used again. One such coin, a 1966 Washington quarter struck on a 90% silver blank, has become a legend whispered about in hushed tones among coin collectors and experts. It is exceedingly rare, unintentional, and breathtakingly valuable. What sets this coin apart is not just its composition, but its status as an accidental miracle. It's a phantom, not listed in official mint records, yet known to exist. That forbidden silver shine, that extra weight, the absence of a copper edge. These are the subtle hints that your ordinary-looking quarter might be a one-in-a-billion masterpiece. Some experts believe fewer than 10 examples of such a coin exist in the world. That level of scarcity rockets it to the very peak of desirability in the numismatic market. This isn't just a valuable coin. It's a cultural artifact, a story frozen in metal, a fluke that became a fortune. If a confirmed 1966 silver quarter were to surface in mint condition today, the coin collecting world would erupt. Auction houses would enter a bidding frenzy. Private collectors would offer blank checks, and the final price? Easily millions, perhaps tens of millions, perhaps even more. This isn't fantasy. It's the awe-inspiring truth of the coin world. A tiny piece of metal can hold galaxy-sized worth. Imagine it. You find an old coin pouch from your grandfather's collection, and there it is. A 1966 quarter that looks different. You weigh it. You check the edge. You see no copper stripe. You take it to a specialist, and the tests come back positive. It's real. It's silver. It's a mint error of the rarest kind. In that moment, your life changes. Forever. You're no longer just a coin holder. You're the owner of a priceless treasure that collectors would fight tooth and nail to possess. You've won a lottery that doesn't print tickets, a silent lottery hidden in plain sight. But here's the real danger. Most people don't know what they're holding. Thousands of 1966 quarters pass through hands every day. People use them to pay for parking meters, vending machines, or fast food, never realizing they could be giving away a life-changing relic. That's why this message is so vital. Do not spend your 1966 quarter until you've examined it. Weigh it, inspect it, guard it. That coin could be your miracle, your once-in-a-lifetime gift, your path to untold wealth. The 1966 Washington quarter has become something more than just currency. It is a symbol of hidden greatness. It proves that massive value can hide in the most unexpected places. It teaches us to look closer, to question the ordinary, to never underestimate the small. This coin is a reminder that treasure doesn't always lie in buried chests or glittering vaults. Sometimes it jingles unnoticed in your pocket. So here's your call to action. Search, examine, investigate. You could be the next person to hold the most valuable quarter ever struck in America. The 1966 Washington quarter is not just a coin. It's a legend, a myth made real, a billionaire maker hiding in the shadows of everyday life. Don't let it slip through your fingers. Third, in the ordinary pockets and forgotten coin jars of America, a silent legend may be hiding. The 1967 Washington quarter, a small disc of metal with a value so colossal, it borders on the unbelievable. This isn't just pocket change. This is a numismatic enigma that, under the right conditions, can unlock unimaginable wealth. This is no myth or fairy tale. It's a very real possibility. One that has turned the heads of collectors, stunned experts, and changed the fortunes of those lucky enough to uncover one of these ultra-rare pieces. The year 1967 was part of a transformative era in U.S. coinage. Just 2 years prior, the U.S. Mint had ceased minting quarters with 90% silver, moving to a copper-nickel-clad composition. However, during this transition, a few extremely rare and highly mysterious 1967 quarters were reportedly struck on leftover silver planchets. These were never meant to exist. If you are holding one of these extremely rare error coins, you're not just holding history. You're gripping the key to life-altering wealth. A genuine 1967 quarter struck on silver could easily command millions on today's market, perhaps even more in a frenzy-filled auction. But that's not the only potential jackpot for this coin. Some 1967 quarters were struck with extraordinary mint errors, double strikes, off-center designs, and even rare proof-like surfaces that shouldn't exist due to the Mint's suspension of proof sets that year. These oddities, when paired with perfect preservation, elevate the coin to a league of its own. In a high-grade condition with a rare error, your 1967 quarter can go from face value to million-dollar marvel in a heartbeat. If the right specimen were to surface today, the numismatic world would erupt like a volcano of gold. Now picture this. You're sorting through old keepsakes from your grandparents. You spot a 1967 quarter. Something about it gleams differently. It's heavier. It lacks the usual copper streak on the edge. You weigh it. Your heart skips a beat. You take it to a professional, and the verdict comes in. Struck on a silver planchet. Error confirmed. Authentic. Rare. Priceless. Just like that, you are catapulted from ordinary life into the elite world of billionaire-level fortune, without ever purchasing a single stock or selling a company. The real danger is that 99% of people don't know what they're looking at. Millions of 1967 quarters exist, but only a microscopic few bear the unique traits that skyrocket their value. And those few might be sitting in your home right now. People unknowingly spend these quarters on coffee, parking meters, even gum, having no idea they just traded away a coin worth more than a Ferrari, a mansion, or even a private island. That's why knowledge is power. And in this case, knowledge could be a key to unthinkable riches. This is more than collecting. This is treasure hunting in the real world. The 1967 quarter has become a modern-day myth with very real monetary muscle behind it. It represents the extraordinary within the ordinary. It proves that life-changing opportunities don't always wear golden crowns. Sometimes, they're hidden in dirty hands, dusty drawers, or forgotten sock boxes. And if you have the eye to spot it, your life could change forever in a single moment. Do not, under any circumstance, spend a 1967 quarter without knowing its story. Weigh it. Examine its edge. Check for mint errors or unusual qualities. And if it feels even remotely different, get it checked by a trusted grading service. You're not just protecting a coin, you're guarding a potential gateway to extreme wealth. There's no lottery ticket more silent, more subtle, or more powerful than this tiny round relic. So take this as your sign. Look again. Check your old collections. Revisit those forgotten coins. The 1967 Washington quarter is out there, somewhere, waiting to be discovered. Not just a coin, but a miracle in metal. A key to generational wealth. A whisper from the past, screaming in silver. Don't ignore it. Don't spend it. Treasure it. Because if fortune ever had a face, it would be stamped with George Washington, dated 1967.